Peace. So, I got to tell this story about how I first noticed what generational curses were. "Quote unquote" generational curses. That's the name, that's the title we give it. So, many years back, and when I tell this story, there's absolutely no disrespect intended on the person slash people I'm telling the story about. No. There's this one girl that I know slash knew. She used to be very disrespectful when it came to talking about men. She was always like that. And I never questioned why she was like that. I was just like, okay, that's just how she is. So at a certain point, I ended up hanging around her mother. Um, Once I seen how her mother talked about her husband, I said, wow, peace, Tay. I said, wow, the reason why she, as young as she is, talks the way that she does about men is because that's how her mother speaks. So after seeing that pattern for so long, I said, dang, I kind of feel sorry for that girl because she don't really see how she's acting just like her mother is. She acting just like her. And eventually I ended up telling her, like, yo, I feel sorry for you because you act like your mom and you don't see how you act. And many times you notice with these quote unquote generational curses, the two women slash or men, because the two women won't like each other because they will see the reflections of themselves in each other and they'll see what they don't like. But yet their actions will be identical. Even with different astrological programs, they'll still be different. And of course, that girl ended up getting with a man, having a child, didn't work out. She's acting like her mom, didn't realize it. Doing the same pattern. Like I said, it's no disrespect, that's why I didn't put no names out there. But I also noticed the same pattern with many other women. But today when I got up, it finally digested. Like it finally marinated in my mind enough to where I'm like, wow, okay, now I see that. And it's about my mother and my grandmother. Mi madre y mi abuela. Noticing their behavior, noticing how psychologically and physically they have the same issues, and noticing my mom, I got 5 aunts and an uncle, and if I'm correct, none of them have children with multiple men, but my mother does, and my grandmother does. They're going through the same pattern. But it really didn't marinate in me until yesterday when one of my aunts came over that I haven't seen in a while. And I thought about her relationship with her husband. And I thought about my other aunt's relationship with her husband. And then I thought about my other aunt's relationships with their men that they was with. And I was like, yeah, they was only with one man. They had children, whether it be 1 child, 2 child, 3 children, or 8, 7. They was with one man instead of multiple. And their lives wound up being much different from mom's. Kind of freaky. Being able to see it, you know? But I noticed that. I really noticed that. It just... And I've seen it, of course, with other people that I know. And seeing how their lives have manifested. Or... I want to use a different word besides manifest, because manifest is involving your hands. How their lives have come together. I'm going to use a different word. I'm going to find a different word instead of manifest. We use that word. We throw that word around a lot, but mani means hand. But I'm just sitting here thinking about that. Morris Hercules. That's unique. Mm, mm, mm.